All right, Shalom. Let's start up saying Call Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakwadash Ma'amad. Double honors to the other apostles, the great millstone of my older hero one as well. Salutation to the argument of the pushing this truth, the sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Khalak Sam by Yashala from the Lions of the Yashala camp. This is another Lions Den news and prophecy, and you know how we want to do. This is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. All right. And so one of these prophecies that we're going to speak about is dealing with this article right here. It says the U.S. deployment of B-52 bombers near the near the Mid East by the numbers. And those B-2 bombers, not B-52, but B-2 bombers, I think they house and I think they can use nuclear weapons. Let me see. Mm, Hold on. Start it real quick. Okay, B-2 bomber, the Northrop B-2 Spear, also known as a stealth bomber, is a American heavy strategic bomber featuring low observable stealth technology designed to penetrate defense anti-aircrafts. All right. Top speed is 628 miles an hour. I think they hold uh nuclear weapons. All right. Okay, it says the bomber can drop conventional and thermonuclear weapons. See that? Such as up to 8 500-pound class Mk-82 JDOM GPS guided bombs or 16 um 2,400-pound B-83 nuclear bombs. The B-2 is the only acknowledged in-service aircraft that can carry large air-to-surface standoff weapons in a stealth configuration. And it's very hard to be detected on the radar. All right. So you have the stealth bomber and the stealth fighter. All right. But both of them, they hold nuclear weapons. So um, and we all know that's what's going to be. 200 million of them are going to hit this place and destroy it. So we're witnessing Yahweh Shemel Shai turn our captivity back and right before our eyes. All right. It says satellite image analyzed Wednesday by the Associated Press show the deployment of at least 6 nuclear-capable B-2 bombers to Camp Thunder Bay on Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. It says the presence of the bombers come as the United States continues an intense airstrike campaign targeting Yemen's Houthi rebels. The B-2 has been used in combat to target the Houthis in the past. Um, Tensions also remain high between Iran and the United States over Tehran's rapidly advancing nuclear program. And they're having a meeting with Russia and China to talk about North Russia, I think Russia, China, and North Korea to talk about Iran's nuclear program development. It says the B-2 would be crucial in potentially bombing Iran's underground nuclear sites. Here's a look at the B-2's deployment and the wider regional tensions that the East amid the Israel-Hamas war in the Gaza Strip by the numbers. Listen, One third. That's nearly the number of B-2s now forward deployed to Diego Garcia, which is within striking distance of both Iran and Yemen. That's how many times the United States military has acknowledged using the B-2 in Yemen since the Israel-Hamas war region. Two, it says that's the number of pilots in a single B-2 bomber. Six, that's the number of B-2 bombers seen on Diego Garcia, an image from Planet Labs PBC from Wednesday. The number seen has been rising in satellite photos analyzed by the AP Associated Press since last week. 19. That's how many B-2 bombers are in the United States Air Force fleet. 21. That's the number of B-2 bombers initially built, but one was destroyed in a crash in 2008, and another was retired after being damaged in 2022 crash. 65 is the number of people that Houthis say have been killed so far in the U.S. In the new U.S. airstrike campaign targeting Yemen. 172. That's the wingspan in feet, 52 meters of the B-2. 200. Over that is the number of U.S. airstrikes conducted since March 15th against the Houthis, according to White House Press Secretary Caroline um, Leavitt. 6,000. That's the number of nautical miles the B-2 can be flown without refueling. Damn. It says that's the weight in kilograms of the GBU-57, known as the Massive Ordnance Penetrator. The bomb, the bomb, the B-2 can carry that could strike Iran's underground nuclear base. All right, 1,203. Oh, 12,003. 12,300. Slack it. That's the weight in kilograms of the GBU-57, known as the Massive Ordnance Predator, the bomb the B-2 can carry that could strike Iran's underground nuclear base. 50,000. That's the ceiling and fleet the B-2 can fly. 1.1 billion. That's the estimated cost of a single B-2 in the US dollars. All right. So they're deploying a great number of these. They says out of the 19 that are in existence, there's six of them, roughly one third, that are being deployed over there in the Middle East. That's a significant thing because we understand there has to be a rise in tension in the Middle East, all right, in order for to happen what's going to happen, in order for us to get our salvation and for America and the system to be destroyed. All right, so first I want to go to Joel chapter 3, verse 1. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Right, that's what we're waiting on. For the Lord to bring again our captivity, get us out of this situation that we're in right now. You see that? It says, I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat or Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So that's why all this is going on right now. Scripture said, I shall drive into a land that's barren and desolate. It says, surely the least of them will draw them out. And that's what's being happening. Israel is pulling America over to that land that's barren and desolate, where you're going to have this regional war, right? War of Armageddon or of Yehoshaphat, which is going to lead out into World War III, the end all tell all, right? Where you're going to have Russia, the Great Bear, turn against America, right? Not really turn against America, they're already against America, enemies, but going to turn their guns against America and destroy this place. Thus saith the Lord. You know, so we're witnessing that those prophecies unfold right before our eyes, right? So that's why the closer and closer we get, the more pressure the system is going to put on us, right? Trying to get us to give up. But we can't give up. We got to keep moving. We got to understand that these things have to happen, right, in order for us to get salvation. All right. So let's go to Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. It says, "One woe has passed, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter." So the war of Jehoshaphat, of the war of the Valley of Jehoshaphat, is not World War III. All right, it's a regional war that's going to happen over in that area, right? And then World War III is going to happen after that, and that's when all these you're going to see the ten horns turn and hate the whore, and all these nations turn against America, and 200 million missiles hit this place. That's when you see that happen, not with the regional war that's going to happen first, which we're seeing unfold. All right, all right. So what do we want? It's Joel 3:9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." All right, and that's what we're witnessing happen. That's what we're witnessing happen. It's going to be the war of the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which means mountain of troops. The Lord's going to bring all the armies of America over there fighting in that war. Then all of a sudden, you're going to see America fighting on two fronts, because then it's going to escalate to come on American soil. And then ultimately, the end all tell all is going to be 200 million missiles hit this place. You see that? So let's get um Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day cometh that shall burn them up, saith the Lord. It shall neither leave them root nor host, no root nor branch, like it." All right. So that's what's going to happen. America's going to be totally destroyed from that. All right. Isaiah 13:13. It says, "Therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fierce anger." All right. "And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up." Because once this stuff turns towards America, ain't nobody gonna come to America's rescue. It says, "They shall every man turn to his own people and flee away, flee out, and flee every flee every one unto his own land. Everyone that shall be found, everyone everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished." And this is what's going to happen in America. It said, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." Right. And that the Medes is talking about right now is Russia. All right. It said, "Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms." See what ultimately see them being pulled in that war over there in Yemen. You know, a lot of people focusing on the Ukraine thing. Yeah, that's significant. But this thing that's happening, like kind of got thrown under the radar in the Middle East, so-called Middle East. That's very significant, man. Because the Lord's going to turn that into a hot war. Because right now it's like a proxy war, right? And the Lord's going to turn that into a hot physical war that America's going to have to really, really get involved in. And then you're going to, like I said before, America's going to be fighting on two fronts, because they're going to have to be trying to protect the homeland too. Like I was talking to some other individuals the other day. There's a guy that's trying to, build a home recording studio in his house, right? and I was installing the equipment for him. And this Edomite dude, he had his other Edomite friends in there. They're trying to do like little rock music and mix it with rap, but that's besides the point. But they were just talking about how you know nothing can ever happen on American soil because the citizens got more guns than the military. Da, da, da. It's just this arrogant pride of how they think that nothing's gonna happen to this place, but not according to these scriptures, man. All right, this is Isaiah 13 and 19. It says, "And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellently shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation." Right, so there ain't gonna no nothing gonna be left of this place. It says, "Neither shall the Arabian pitch their tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there." They ain't gonna be making businesses, owning hotels and all this kind of shit. They ain't gonna have none of that shit going on because all of it's gonna be destroyed. It says, "But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and the citern shall dance there." So it ain't gonna be nothing but swamp-like animals that can survive extreme temperatures. "And wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant places, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged." You see that? So you're gonna see things like this escalating in the earth, and it's all gonna be. You notice that everything that's going on in the earth, America, the United States of America, is the common denominator, and it's all being set up by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And going into Isaiah chapter 47, 47, "Come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." All right. He said he's going to raise up against a Babylon an assembly of nations, and this is how it's being done. Right, starting right here, what you see going on in the Middle East, all being done by Yahweh by Shem Shai, but ultimately, what's going to lead to Russia tearing this place up. All right, Lord willing, this lesson to edify and to serve His purpose. Without a light, say, "Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakak Wadash, my Amach." Double honors to the other apostles, the great millstone, and my other Heroine as well. Salutations to the argument of pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.